In a bright blue lake lived a tiny water drop named Drippy. Drippy loved his home. It was cool, calm, and sparkling, but his heart always whispered to him, "There's more to see." He would watch the birds fly high above and wonder what the world looked like from up there. He'd see the fluffy white clouds drift by and dream of floating among them. His friends, the other water drops, were happy to stay in the lake, but Drippy was different. He was a restless water drop, always yearning for an adventure. One particularly warm morning, as the sun stretched its golden arms across the sky, Drippy felt something new, a strange tickle, then a gentle tingle. It was as if a giant, invisible hand was lifting him up. Before he knew it, Drippy was floating up into the air. The lake below grew smaller and smaller, and his friends looked like tiny specks of glitter. He was leaving his home behind. But he wasn't scared. He was excited. Drippy gasped in amazement. "I'm flying. I'm really flying." A friendly sunbeam, shining brightly beside him, winked. "Welcome to evaporation, little drop," it said in a warm, glowing voice. "When the sun warms you and the other water in the lake, you turn into an invisible gas called water vapor. That's why you can rise up into the sky." Drippy spun around joyfully, feeling lighter than air. "So this is just the beginning of my adventure?" he asked, his voice filled with wonder. "Oh yes," laughed the sunbeam. "A very big adventure. You're about to meet the clouds." Drippy rose higher and higher through the cool, breezy air. Soon, he reached a place where millions and millions of other tiny water drops were floating together. "Hello," they all chimed in unison. "We're droplets, just like you. Welcome to condensation." An older, wiser droplet explained, "Up here, the air is much colder. When we cool down, we turn from invisible vapor back into tiny liquid drops. Then, we all huddle together to stay warm." Drippy joined them, and slowly, softly, they all merged to form a big, fluffy, white cloud. Drippy gasped, looking around. "Wow, I'm part of a cloud. This is amazing." He had a brand new home, high in the sky. But soon, more and more droplets joined them, and the cloud grew bigger, and heavier, and heavier. A sense of anticipation filled the air. One droplet next to him whispered, "It's time, get ready." The cloud rumbled, and Drippy felt himself being pulled downward. The other droplets were falling too. Suddenly, whoosh! He was tumbling through the sky as a raindrop. He wasn't scared. He was thrilled. "This is precipitation," he squealed with excitement as he raced past other falling drops. He remembered what the wise old droplet had told him. Rain, snow, or hail it as how we all return to Earth to give life to the plants and animals below. Splash, Drippy landed gently in a small, babbling stream. The cool water felt familiar and welcoming. The stream carried him along, twisting and turning through a lush green forest, until it flowed into a wider river. The river journey was even more exciting, carrying him past bustling towns and wide-open fields. Finally, the river carried him right back to where his journey began, his home, the big blue lake. His friends splashed around him, overjoyed. "Drippy, you're home. Where did you go?" Drippy smiled proudly, his little drop heart full of joy. "I went on the most incredible journey. I learned something wonderful. Water never disappears. It just changes and travels on an amazing adventure called the water cycle, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Over and over, forever." The lake shimmered under the sun, and Drippy looked up at the sky, no longer just dreaming, but waiting patiently for his next big adventure to begin. And that was the magical journey of Drippy the Water Drop. If you enjoyed learning the water cycle through this adventure, don't forget to make your learning magical too. Like the video to support more stories, share it with friends who love science, and subscribe to join us on many more fun learning adventures every week. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep shining.